Hi, everybody. Good to see you all your smiling faces. Yep, perfect. Thanks, guys. Just put your name in the chat for me. Helps me take attendance. Great to see you all. Hope you all had a great weekend. Can't wait to hear about it at the end during talk story time. All right, we will get started in just a second here. Thank you all for being here. Very excited. This is actually our last Health Corner in the summer series. Health Corner itself will continue. We're just going to start talking about some different topics that aren't as related to summer because summer is coming to a close for this year. So just as a reminder, these are our healthy habit challenges from last week. We wanted to be doing all of these things. So staying hydrated, practicing sun safety, staying active, water safety. And then our new one was trying a new food or making a healthy recipe swap. Did anybody do that, or does anyone want to share what they did? What challenge did you do? Yeah, Kiana, go ahead.
Last night for dinner, I had brown rice, beans, and corn.
Awesome. That's so awesome. You're eating very balanced meals. I love to hear it. Thank you for sharing. That is so great. Gilbert, go ahead.
And today I went walking exercises.
Awesome, Gilbert. You've been staying active. That's great to hear.
Yeah, and I've been eating a lot of healthy foods.
Awesome. What have you been eating, Gilbert?
I've been eating broccoli and corn and also carrots too.
Yum, yum. I love to hear it. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome, my friend.
Yeah, Kailani, you'd like to share too? Go ahead.
I did. I relaxed at the beach.
Great.
And then I stayed in the shade.
You stayed in the shade at the beach. Awesome. Awesome. Sun safety. Good job, you guys. Make me so proud. You're practicing our healthy habits, huh? All righty. So we won't have a new healthy habit this week, but we're going to keep practicing all the ones that we talked about, right? So today is our summer series wrap up. We're just going to do a quick recap of all the great things we learned. There'll be lots of opportunities for you guys to participate. You all are experts by now on all of these things. So yeah, I would love to hear it. So first, does anyone want to share what their favorite health corner was from our summer series? Does anyone have a favorite? Anyone? Stephen, are you trying to share your favorite? Do you want to unmute and share?
Hi.
Hi, Stephen. What was your favorite health corner, Stephen?
My favorite health corner. I went Camp on Top this Saturday.
Oh, you went to Cop on Top this Saturday. I also went to Cop on Top this weekend. But did you have
Walmart?
That's awesome, Stephen. We'll talk more about it at Talk Story Time, okay? Did you have a favorite health corner though, about maybe staying hydrated or sun safety or any of those?
I do my fundraising for money with some people.
Awesome, Stephen. We'll talk more about it at Talk Story Time, okay?
Sorry.
That's okay. Gilbert, did you have your hand raised?
Yes, I have hand raised. So, and my favorite health corner is staying hydrated and water safety and eating habits and avoid eating too much sugar and eat healthy, less sugar.
Wow, Gilbert, you liked all of them, huh?
Yeah, I do like all of them.
Awesome, Gilbert. Thank you for sharing. Let me check the chat here. Okay. I see. Okay, Kyle, you liked water safety. Awesome. Oh, yep, staying hydrated. Awesome. Yeah, Kiana, you want to share?
I did hydrate, exercise, and stay healthy.
Great. Those are your favorite health corners. Awesome. I love it. Yep. Nicole Wayne, you like the safety ones. We talked about a couple different safety options, huh? All right. Well, I love hearing from you all. That's great. Good feedback for me as well. And then here. All right. Can anyone share one new thing they learned from our summer series? As a reminder, these are the topics we covered. You can share any new thing you learned. Maybe someone we haven't heard from yet. Let's see. Nicole Noy, do you have something you would like to share about something new you learned?
Oh, I kind of learned of something about the difference between processed foods and natural foods or whole foods. So I'm kind of learning that one is better than the other. Like whole foods is better than processed foods.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. That's perfect. That's a great thing that you learned. I'm very glad that we talked about that. That's awesome. Very important stuff. Anybody else want to share? Oh, Gilbert, you learned about sun safety, mental health, and summer nutrition. Yep, that's awesome. What else? Yeah, Kiana.
The sun safety and stay active.
Yeah, you learned about those two things, sun safety and
Yeah.
staying active. Great, great. Love to hear it. Yeah,
Hey,
Nicole
Michelle.
Kelly. Hi.
Of course, I learned. Because I learned about eating new things. By the way, I had dragon fruit. That's a new fruit.
Awesome.
And,
Awesome.
and I've been safety. I've been putting a sunblock on.
Great. You all learned so many great things. Yeah, Kyle, you learned that writing stories is a good way for good habit for your mental health. That's great. I love it. All right. Awesome. Well, just as a reminder, just because summer is ending doesn't mean that we should forget about or stop our healthy habits that we've been building all summer, right? So we spent all summer long building these healthy habits through our challenges, and we want to continue doing these habits because they're applicable year round, even though the summer is ending. So we still want to be drinking water. We still want to be practicing sun safety. We want to be eating whole foods. We want to be doing all these great things. And so just as a quick reminder, we're going to go through a quick review of all the things we learned this summer, just the main ideas. And by now you are all experts on this topic or on these topics. And so we will review, and I want to hear what you all have to say about them. So why are we going backwards in this PowerPoint? There we go. Week 1, we talked about staying hydrated. Does anyone remember how much water we want to drink every day? Who remembers? We talked about it a few times. Kyle, yep, 8 glasses. Very good. It's recommended that we drink 6 to 8 8-ounce cups of water per day. So that's exactly right. There is a range. Gilbert, you drink 12.
Or we can do more. We can do maybe
Yep.
10 gallons of water.
No, I don't think we want to drink 10 gallons of
I'm just
water.
kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I'd say,
Yeah.
it's like these size cups.
We want to be drinking 6 to 8 8-ounce cups of water per day. We can drink more, not quite 10 gallons more, but we can drink more if we want. So Gilbert, that's great that you drink 12 glasses of water. That's awesome. We're staying very hydrated. Do we need more or less water with exercise? Yeah, Kiana.
Best.
No, we want more water with exercise.
water.
Remember? Yeah, because we're
Yeah.
sweating a lot. Yeah. So when we
Yes.
sweat, we want to drink more water to replenish the water from our body. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Does anyone remember one tip we talked about to stay hydrated? Oh, there's one. Drink 1 glass of water with every meal or snack and before and after exercise. Eat lots of fruits and vegetables, right? Fruits and vegetables have very high water content as whole foods. And so they help us stay hydrated. Minimize caffeine and sugary drinks, right? Every once in a while, maybe we want to treat ourselves to a juice or maybe a soda, but we want to minimize. So make sure that we're drinking lots of water and less caffeine and sugary drinks because they will dehydrate us. We want to stay inside when it gets too hot. That will help keep us hydrated because we will sweat a little bit less. And we want to dress for the weather. Don't forget your hat and sunglasses. That's also applicable to sun safety. And yeah, those are the staying hydrated tips we talked about. There are lots of others that we briefly mentioned, like putting fruit in your water to flavor it if water feels a little boring. Lots of great things. On week 2, we talked about sun safety. Does anyone remember what the sun is a source of? This one might be a little tricky, but we talked about it.
I know one is vitamin D, but I could say
Yeah, that's true. The sun is a great source of vitamin D. It is also a source of energy. We need the sun to survive. And exactly like Nicole Kelly just said, getting anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes of sunlight will replenish our vitamin D and give us lots of those great benefits. So remember, we talked about how the sun is so great because it helps boost our immunity. It helps us sleep better. It helps our mental health and improves brain function. It'll help us maintain strong bones. Just the sun, just being out in the sun. But we want to be practicing sun safety, right? So there we go. Does anyone remember a tip we talked about for sun safety? What do we want to be doing when we're out in the sun? How should we prepare? Yeah, Kiana, you want to share?
Like more hydrate.
Yeah, we want to stay hydrated. That's great. Exactly. That's exactly right. We want to make sure we're staying hydrated. Kyle, swimming. Yep, swimming. You will be out in the sun. Yep, Gilbert, sunglasses and shade. That's exactly right. We want to be doing all of that. You really learned a lot. We're missing one big one. Can anyone else think about what do we want to be doing? Make sure we have when we're out in the sun. Yep, Nicole Wade, shade. That's perfect. We do want to be looking for shade, but there's a big one. What are we missing?
how about wear a hat?
Wearing a hat. Yep, that's a great one. That's a great one. What else do we need to wear when we're out in the sun? Kailani, yep. You want to share?
Sunblock.
Yeah, exactly. Sunblock. We want to make sure we're wearing sunscreen out in the sun, right? And in Hawaii, we're lucky to have the really nice sunny weather year round, but it just means that we need to practice sun safety, not just in the summer, but all the time, right? And you guys have learned so much about sun safety. You covered all the main things. So sunglasses, hats, finding shade, sunblock, staying hydrated, all the good stuff. You guys are awesome. All right. And then so week 3, we talked about staying active. And what does it mean to stay active? Maybe someone we haven't heard from recently. Nicole Inoy, would you like to share? You could take a guess if you're not sure.
Okay, I think it means to like keep staying active means to like move around more often.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. It's as simple as that. Staying active just means moving our bodies, moving around, making sure we're not sitting on the couch all day, right? We want to be moving around. We want to be doing things, doing maybe playing a sport or just moving. I know Gilbert likes to walk. I know some of you like to swim or go to the beach, just keeping things moving. Yeah, Kiana, did you want to add something?
If we go out like with our friends and family members.
Yeah, exactly. That's great. So staying active, we don't have to do it alone, right? We can do it with our friends and family. It can be a great source. It kind of ties into our mental health topic that we talked about in a later week. It can be great for that. So it is important to stay active because it's one of the best things we can do for both our physical and mental health. There are so many benefits. So we talked about all of these when we talked about staying active. Yeah, you guys have some great suggestions in the chat here. So K-pop dancing and working out and yoga, Kyle, that's perfect. Nicole Wayne, gymnastics, absolutely. That's a great way to stay active. Bicycling, exercise, walking, playing volleyball, softball, basketball, awesome. These are all great ways to stay active, right? And some of the benefits of moving our bodies a lot, we can lower blood pressure. It'll help us maintain a healthy body weight. It decreases the risk of heart disease. It strengthens our muscles, right? We are all athletes. We want strong muscles. Staying active will help us build strong muscles, which is awesome. It'll help promote good mental health, improve our bone density. These are all great health benefits simply by staying active, right? And again, it can be just as easy as just walking around. Yep, Seth, exactly. Martial arts is another great way to stay active. There are so many great ways, and you can pick what you like to do most because staying active should be fun. Let's see. All right, so how much activity do we need? We talked about it, but we need at least 150 minutes per week, right? It sounds like a lot, but if you think about that, there are 7 days in a week. Let's say 2 of those days we want to rest, right? So then we have 5 days left in the week. If you divide 150 by 5, you get 30 minutes. We can afford to spend 30 minutes moving around per day, right? We can always do more, and more will never hurt us, but we want at least 30 minutes of exercise 5 days a week to get all of those great benefits that we just talked about. And as another reminder, right, staying active should be really fun. We don't want to be doing something that's not fun because then maybe we won't do it as often, right? So if you don't like running or walking, then you don't have to walk or run. You can bike or you can swim. You can play soccer. You can do gymnastics, you can do martial arts, you can dance. Exactly. There are so many great ways to stay active. Does anyone want to share some of their favorite ways? Maybe you'll inspire somebody else on the Zoom to give something new a try. Who wants to share? Yeah, Kailani.
Maybe draw picture.
Drawing a picture. Okay. Drawing a picture is not actually staying active, but that's a great way. That's a great one for improving our mental health, right? So that's another great thing that we could do.
Yeah.
To draw. Maybe you could draw a picture before bed instead of being on a phone or a tablet. That's great. But how about for staying active? Yeah, Kiana. Oh, go ahead, Nicole Kelly, and then Kiana, you'll share after, okay?
And one thing, sorry about that. And how about bike riding and scooter riding, everything else.
Yeah, very cool. That's a great way to stay
and
active.
jump roping.
Yep. Thanks for sharing. Okay, Kiana, did you want to share? Go ahead. Oops, gotta unmute. Sorry.
Like dance or our friends.
Yeah, awesome. Dance is a great way to stay active. I know some of you are swimmers too. I know Kiana swims. I know Nicole Noy swims. I know, let's see, Gilbert likes to walk. Seth likes to do martial arts. Gilbert, you like to lift weights. Awesome, brother. That's awesome. You all have great ways of staying active, and you can get creative with it too, right? It can be lots and lots of fun. All right. So week 4, moving on. We're flying through this because you guys have such great responses. You've learned so much. Water safety. Why is it important to practice water safety? Well, right, this was super important. Being in and near the water can be a great way to stay active that we just talked about, but we want to practice water safety to make sure we don't get hurt, right? And as a reminder, everyone should practice water safety, no matter how comfortable you are in the water. Even Michael Phelps, an Olympic swimmer, should still practice water safety, right? It's so important to stay safe. Yeah, Gilbert, yeah, does anyone remember a tip for staying safe in water? Yes, stay in shallow water. If you're not sure, you're not comfortable being in the deep end, you don't have to be in the deep end. That's totally fine. Kyle, yep, lifeguards are here to help, and swim with a friend. Exactly. You should never swim alone. We want to make sure there's someone there that can help us if we get in trouble. Super important. Awesome, guys. You guys learned such great things. Yeah, Nicole, family. Yep, you can swim with your family, or make sure your family is around to help you, your parents. Exactly. Great stuff. Great stuff. We want to make sure that person that's with us is an adult, right? We want to make sure, because swimming with a friend might be great for our mental health, but a friend might not be able to help us if we run into trouble. So we want to make sure the person that's watching us swim is an adult. It can be a lifeguard or a parent or a family member, or maybe if our friend is an adult, that's fine too. But we want to make sure they're capable to call for help if we need it. Okay.
Yep, and stay away from the undertow.
Yeah, that's a great one. Yep, we talked about the current and swimming parallel to shore if there's a strong current. Yep, Seth, no matter what, you should always swim with someone, even if it doesn't matter if you're in a wheelchair or not. Everyone should have somebody with them to watch them swim to make sure we're safe. Yeah. Okay. All right. So week 5, we talked about nutrition and balanced eating. Earlier, Nicole Noy shared with us that she learned that whole foods, there's a difference between whole foods and processed foods. I'm so happy to hear that. That is the key point that we talked about. So why is it important to eat a balanced plate? We talked about this, right? We want to make sure that we are providing our body with the nutrients we need to be at our best. And what type of food do we want to focus on eating? Our friend Nicole Noy shared with us earlier, whole foods, right? Whole foods. So does anyone remember what a balanced plate looks like? What goes on the left side of this plate in the red and green sections? Yeah, Kailani, I see you have your hand raised. Go ahead.
Fruits,
Yep, fruits is one of them. Do you want to guess what the other one is?
vegetables,
Yeah, perfect. So on the left side of our plate, we've got fruits and vegetables. What's on the right side of our plate here? Does anyone remember? Yeah, Kiana, go ahead.
The purple is the protein.
Protein. The purple is the protein. Yep, yep. And what's this orange one? Does anyone remember? Anyone?
I know. Is it meat?
So not quite. Meat is a protein, but that's a great guess. The purple one is the protein. What is the orange one? Yeah, Kyle, protein. Beans are a great source of protein. That's a great plant-based option. What's this orange one here?
green,
No, yeah, grains. Exactly. Grains goes in the orange one. And what's this blue one on the side? What's this blue one? Does anyone remember?
Is it dairy?
Dairy?
It is dairy. Great job, guys. Great job. All right. So we built our plate and you got it exactly right. We want half our plate to be fruits and vegetables. We want about a fourth to be grains, a fourth to be protein, and we want a little bit of dairy in there too. Awesome. Yeah, exactly. Dairy. Yep. Dairy products like cheese. Yep. Cheese is a dairy product. It's also a great source of protein. So let's see. Should we eat lots of different foods? Yes, right? We want to eat lots of different foods. We want to eat lots of different colors. We want to eat the rainbow because each different color will give us a different profile of nutrients. And we want as many different types as possible. And remember, we talked about eating balanced plates this summer because we want to focus on eating in-season produce. It's usually it's more fresh. It tastes a little bit better. And it also keeps us accountable to eating lots of variety because different fruits and vegetables go in season at different times. So in the summer, right, we might eat lots of like things like berries and watermelon. And then as we move more into fall and winter, we might eat different profile of foods that are more in season. Okay, so moving on, week 6, we talked about mental health and keeping strong bodies and strong minds this summer. So why is mental health important? Well, remember, mental health impacts every area of our life, right? We want strong bodies and strong minds. Making sure that we are taking care of our mental health can increase our productivity. It can improve our relationships. It can improve how we feel about ourselves. And it is just as important as our physical health. What are some ways we can nurture our mental health? Earlier, Kailani gave a great example, drawing a picture. Before that, Kyle gave a great example of writing stories. Can anyone else share any ways that they like to nurture their mental health? What else can we do? What makes us feel good?
I think I know some. I think mental health, and that means being is I stay away from screens at night.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Thanks for sharing, Nicole Kelly. That's perfect. So, yeah, we want to stay away from screens at night. That way we'll sleep better, right? Getting enough sleep is super important. Yeah, Seth, would you like to share?
Maybe do something productive and read something, crossword puzzle or word search, something you can learn to
Yeah,
keep your mind
perfect.
building.
Yeah, perfect. Awesome. I love it. Yep. Learning new skills we talked about. That's super important. It can make us feel really good about ourselves. It'll improve our mental health a lot. That's awesome. Let's see. What do? We exercise, right? We want to do our hobbies. If we like to paint or we like to draw, we like to write, we like to listen to music. We want to make sure we're doing all of those things. They'll help keep us happy. We want to lean on our community. We want to see our friends at sports practice and on the weekends or throughout the week. We want to make time for people. We want to be eating balanced foods, right? Making sure our body has all the nutrients we need that will go straight to our brain and help us build strong minds. Yep, exercising is a great way to do it too. We want to be outside, right? Getting enough sun can do wonders for our mental health. We obviously want to be practicing sun safety too, but we want to get outside and we want to connect with people, right? Coming to Health Corner, seeing you all, it does great things for my mental health, makes me really happy. We want to make sure we're sleeping enough. And the last one we talked about in week 6 is practicing gratitude, right? Doing something nice for somebody else can be a great way to improve our mental health. And finally, this was last week, week 7, we talked about food swaps. So what's the importance of making food swaps? I want you all to remember that there is room for all foods in our diet. It is all about balance, but making these food swaps can help provide our bodies with the nutrients we need while still allowing us to enjoy our favorite foods. So if we like sour cream on our burrito, right? Let's try, instead of eating sour cream, try having some Greek yogurt. It has a little bit more protein, a little bit less saturated fats, just more whole foods in it that will help us keep us feeling good. But remember, it's all about balance. It's okay every once in a while to treat ourselves. We just want to make sure we're eating majority whole foods. Yeah? Okay, and with that, that is a wrap on our summer series. Can you even believe it? This is our 8th week in our summer series. It has been so fun learning with you all. We will still have Health Corner, remember, but this will be the last session in our summer series. We still want to keep using these healthy habits that we've been developing all summer. They will help keep us healthy year round. I will keep checking in with you all and see if we're doing them. So as a reminder, these are all of our healthy habits that we talked about, right? Staying hydrated, sun safety, staying active, water safety, nutrition, mental health, trying new foods and healthy recipe swaps. We want to keep doing all of these, and we will start building new healthy habits come next Health Corner to add on to help keep us living healthy. Okay. And per usual, if you have any health questions, any Holly O'Maliola ideas or questions, any song requests, please email me. Same email as always. I love hearing from you all. And if you want to watch this presentation or any of our other ones, you can find them on our YouTube channel. Our friend Jennifer here in the office uploads them for us, and we are all caught up on uploads. So if you want to go back and watch any of them, they are there for you. And on Wednesday, we will have Coach Denise here with us to give us a great workout. Very, very exciting. You guys haven't seen her in a while, although our Big Island friends, maybe you see her more often than the rest of us, but we will see her on Wednesday for our Wednesday workout. And with that, I will stop sharing. I will stop recording, and we will do talk story time.